and welcome to the latest Lorbeck Luxury Cars Friday Drive. I'm your host Scott Newman, and today we're looking at the glamorous and sonorous Aston Martin DBS Volante. This example has fewer than 30,000 Ks on the clock, and yet it's being offered for way less than half its new price. So let's take a closer look. You know the Aston Martin DBS. When the James Bond franchise entered a new era with the arrival of Daniel Craig, he needed an appropriate company car, so enter the DBS, which barrel rolled its way to fame in Casino Royale. Aston was spreading its wings. After the very successful introduction of the DB9, it needed something more focused and more aggressive. The DBS got more power, carbon fibre panels, carbon ceramic brakes, bigger wheels and tyres, and subsequently became more of a supercar than a Grand Tourer. The car you see here is painted in quantum silver metallic with the full exterior carbon fibre package, while on the inside, the full leather interior has contrast stitching, Bang & Olufsen stereo that rises theatrically out of the dash, and a unique option, the +2 rear seats that had to be specially ordered on this model. This is one car where we could spend the whole video just looking at it and be perfectly happy, but it would be a shame not to find out what it's like to drive. In my professional existence as a motoring journalist, it's all about dissecting cars and going over them with a fine-tooth comb and explaining what's good and what's bad, and I think in general, that's a good thing. However, I think it's also important to remember why we buy cars and why we love cars, and that's not a cold analytical process. For instance, the DBS Volante is heavier and less rigid than the coupe, so it's not as fast in a straight line and it doesn't handle as well around corners, but who cares? I mean, just look at it and listen to it. Cars, and especially cars like this, are all about feeling, and this Aston, well, it gets you right in the feels. This engine is just magnificent. Got some friends who swear that the V12 is the best engine, and when you experience something like this, it's very difficult to argue. There's heaps of torque, but it revs, and then there's just this noise. A lot of cars in this era use an automated manual gearbox, which work pretty well in general, but there's a welcome smoothness to a traditional automatic, like the one in this DBS, that makes it just super simple to drive, no matter the scenario. And while the DBS is more performance focused than the DB9 with the extra power and carbon brakes and suspension overhaul, the ride is still really good, which makes this still a fantastic Grand Tourer with the added edge when you're in the mood. If you want to be happy, you should buy this car. Every time you look at it, every time you start it, every time you drive it, you're guaranteed to have a huge smile on your face. That might be the best thing you can say about any car. I'm Scott Newman, and you've been watching Lorbeck Luxury Cars Friday Drive.